me. I'm currently day 3 in my, 1 month Live Better Line challenge. So basically, I just want to share some tips that I've been thinking about the past few days and the past few weeks leading up to this. First of all, if you're going to do challenges like no public transport, no driving a car, no coffee, no alcohol, no buying any food at university, really think it through. I've been finding it really hard. There's a lot of things happening at the moment. A lot of things that I want to go to, but I simply can't get there, or it isn't safe for me to get there or get back. Partially because it's late at night, and from where it is, I would have to walk or cycle a fair distance. So if you're going to do challenges, really think it through. I mean, I am actually quite enjoying these challenges and seeing how far I can challenge and push myself. And it is a major learning curve. So just basically think through challenges. Then basically, so that's one major tip. Second one is bring a water bottle with you. Doesn't have to be full, because when you're at universities, you can often fill it up for free at a water drinking fountain, and that can quite often, when you're thirsty, it can actually be quite helpful to fill it up, and then you don't have to spend quite a lot of money. And when you're actually doing LBL, you can't actually afford to actually buy a drink from uni. So basically, big tip would be bring a water bottle with you. Have a water bottle in your bag. So that way you keep hydrated. Third tip is if you're going to pack your lunch, don't leave it at home. Did that on my first day. Luckily, I could go home at about 2 o'clock and eat it, so I wasn't as starving, but it does affect your mood. By the end of it, I was getting a little bit snarky. I do get snarky if I'm really hungry. My second tip is plan your meals so you can have snacks. Quite often our snacks are actually quite cheap. Damper, which is essentially plain old damper, is flour and water. So an 18 centimeter disc damper would cost you about 53 cents, and that makes roughly eight wedges. So each wedge is roughly about, I calculated to be 6 cents. Check out my blog because I've got the recipe there and the way I've calculated it. Also, if you get the pre-packed Anzac biscuits, which are usually about $1 each depending on the home brand, an Anzac biscuits can be fairly cheap. I did that last year and calculated it to be about 10 cents. Also, if you want flavoured water, which is tea, depending on the way you look at it, I would suggest making a large jug of strong tea. So brew your tea bag full long. I make it really strong because when you want a cup of tea, you can pour a little bit of tea that you brewed the strong tea in your cup, and then you dilute it with hot water, and that should bring it roughly to a normal strength tea. So depending on how many cups that jug of tea makes, it's going to cost you less than about 10 cents because the tea bag costs 10 cents and water costs you nothing. Another tip would be to pre-pack your meals if you're going to have a busy week, and that way you don't have to stress about meals. You know that it's in your fridge and you can just grab it when you're on your way out. Yeah, I think that's all the tips so far. Yes, as I said, check out my blog. I'll be updating it quite regularly. I'll be updating hopefully daily. throughout this month, and then doing LBL with recipes and tips and how I go day to day. So yeah,